Hello, blessed ones. The date today is the 18th of April, and the time now is about 10 a.m. Singapore time. And Singapore time is GMT plus 8, by the way. The last few days has been really crazy and choppy and volatile in the markets, not just the crypto market, but also the stock market. Well, naturally so, because some unforeseen situation has happened in the world. In case you are not very familiar, let me walk you through briefly to share with you what are some of the things that are happening in the world events that have great impact directly onto the markets, into the economies, all right? And then the rest of the video, I'm also going to share with you some of the strategies and tricks that I apply to my trading in order to generate higher profits. And therefore, I hope this short video can help you also in your financial and trading journey. Coming back to what has been happening in the world, on the 1st of April, as you know, that things have been quite chaotic in the Middle East, in where Israel has been. Months back, Israel was being attacked. There were terrorists that infiltrated the grounds of Israel and brutally slaughtered a number of Israelis. And then Israel retaliated against the Hamas terrorist groups and started to invade Palestine. Okay, that's where most of the terrorists are grounded. Anyway, in the back of all this is actually tension between Israel and Iran. A tension and aggression between both parties that date back to decades ago, okay? But there has never been a direct conflict between Israel and Iran. It has always been Israel fighting, the neighboring countries like Lebanon, Syria, Palestine, and these neighboring countries are being kind of like used as proxy by Iran to fight with Israel, okay? But unfortunately, on the 1st of April, Israel, while fighting these neighboring proxies, right, fighting Syria, what happened is Israel bombed the Iran embassy in Syria, and this attack killed quite some high-level ambassadors and consulate members of Iranians in the Iranian embassy based in Syria. Now Iran has really gotten angry, and now Iran themselves retaliated directly for the first time in history. Okay, and so what happened on last Saturday, which is the 13th of April, Iran retaliated against this attack on the embassy in Syria by Israel. So Iran attacked Israel grounds directly by flying over missiles and drones to bomb Jerusalem, to bomb Israel. Israel, US, and Jordan coming together to shoot down the 300 over drones and missiles which Iran fired into Israel. Actually, more than 90%, I think they had a success rate of 90%. So actually the attack from Iran on Israel did not really derail Israel. Okay, it did not really do much damage, but this certainly damaged all the political relationships between them, and this also heightened the tension in the whole world because Iran and US are also ardent enemies. All right, and so this caused a lot of tension, and this could be very sensitive because now Israel is also thinking of counter-attacking this Iran because of the drone attacks on the 13th of April. And so Israel right now is planning on how to counterattack, okay? And so the whole world is on tension, and everybody is very concerned because this could lead to very massive outcome which may involve into a global World War III, because US, Europe, these countries will then have to be forced into, to participate, maybe to defend and support Israel. And Iran is also best friends with the other faction, which is Russia and China. All right, and so this is really dangerous grounds that we are living in right now, dangerous times, or rather. Okay, so with all this backdrop, right, I'm just going to share with you what is happening in the world, so that as you trade, you have to track carefully, because any of such a reaction from any of these countries can be a huge black swan event. And what is a black swan event? It means events that happen in the world that is unforeseen, which is sudden, which is rather random, okay? So not anticipated, and therefore, if you don't know what is to come, you don't know how to prepare, right? But now that we know that these, little landmine, not little, in fact, big, possible crisis is a brewing in the background. So as we trade, we have to be extremely careful, and my suggestion is not to leave your trades open. Try to do short trades if you are trading. Enter and exit, and hopefully get the maximum profit, in the shortest, fastest time. All right, so in a time of crisis, people also can make massive money. If you are shorting the market, and when the prices plunge and you are shorting it, you can also make massive amounts of money, because in trading, it is not a one-way traffic. You don't just gain by longing the market. You can also gain by shorting, right? So these are the information. And then because of all these tension, as you can see right now on my screen, the prices are mainly red, especially Bitcoin. I think it has dropped something like some 20% from its previous recent high of around 73,000. Okay, and then it has already been dropping, and these world events certainly accelerated its decrease speed. And as of right now, it hovers around between 60,000 to 62,000, right? It's between, and right now it's 61,500. Sometimes even drop to as low as like 59,600 or 800. Okay, well, will it drop further? Well, it could be. That possibility is definitely there, because there are support levels in the trading, and it's already breaking quite a number of support levels. And if it continues to break through the support levels, it could possibly drop to like 57,000 or even more. Okay, so, and in crypto world, Bitcoin is the mother of all cryptocurrencies, and the other cryptocurrencies will also kind of follow suit. Yeah, so this is what you need to know. And then, as they say, in times of crisis lies also opportunities. All right, so of course we only want peace in the world. We don't want people to suffer. We don't want war. All right, but what can we do? The world events will still play out no matter what we hope and pray, but we can only pray. Okay, so now in times of this, what are the opportunities? Okay, what are the opportunities is, like I said, if you are trading, you can possibly look at the right timing to ride on the decreasing price momentum and short the market. Okay, another possibility is right now crypto prices are really at a discount. Okay, and such events, they don't occur often, and also they are not permanent. They will come and it will depress the market, but the market eventually, what goes down will also come back up. So this is temporal. Okay, so for those of you who have yet to build up your crypto portfolio, or you are looking to even grow your portfolio, this is actually not a bad time for you to do that. Okay, so this is where all cryptos are on discount right now. Yeah, and Bitcoin price is now around 61,000. Hey, but you know, Bitcoin halving is just around the corner. Bitcoin halving is literally 2 days from now. Okay, and in terms of Singapore time, it is slated to be 20th of April, taking place around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Singapore time on the 20th of April. So now, what's Bitcoin halving? Bitcoin halving means that the supply of Bitcoin every day, okay, the number of Bitcoin that will be minted is like created, okay, the supply of Bitcoin will be cut by 50%, by half, every single day, okay, right? And now Bitcoin's maximum supply is 21 million, okay, not more. So there is a control over the number of Bitcoins that will eventually be created. And the demand of Bitcoin, on the other hand, is constantly increasing. For example, there is the Bitcoin ETFs that has been launched in January this year from USA. And just a few days ago, Hong Kong also, the government approved ETF as well as Ethereum ETF. Okay, what is ETF? ETF is the exchange traded funds. What this means for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and possibly more and more cryptos maybe in future, is that now cryptos are going into mainstream, into main market. Why? Because in the past, cryptos can only be bought, sold and traded on crypto exchanges. Okay, so it is not in the main market, not readily and easily accessible to the retail investors. However, right now, with the governments as well as the big fund managers and institutions, asset managers coming in and rolling out Bitcoin ETFs, this means that now they offer it to their clients who are the retail investors, and therefore a whole new mass market opens up for Bitcoin. And this means that the demand of Bitcoin is definitely increased exponentially, right? So these are the things that are currently happening in the world economy right now that will have a direct impact on the outcome of the crypto market, the prices, and also for all crypto investors. As a result, this is the time and season for all of us to position ourselves well in the crypto market, and we can really stand to ride the wave eventually when the market picks back up and runs its bull run in full force. The bull cycle is already started, okay, and it's just dampened by these events that are unforeseen, but eventually this bull cycle will be in full force. So if you are considering to be in the crypto market, or you don't know how to get started, well, this is the time that you should actually learn how to earn. Yeah, and by the way, I'm rolling out my masterclasses tonight, on the 18th of April itself, tonight on Thursday at Singapore time 7:30 p.m. I'm gonna have one masterclass where you can come and hear and find out more on how you can get started. And I will have a second masterclass which is on the 20th of April, and it will start at 10 a.m. Singapore time on the 20th of April, which is a Saturday, at 10 a.m. So if you would like to find out more about crypto, how to position yourselves and all the latest happenings, come join me in my masterclass. Okay, now with that said, I promised that I would like to share some trading strategies that I apply for myself, and let me run through that quickly with you. So right now I'm in my Binance app, and I'm gonna go to futures trading. Click on this. This is my mobile version. There is also the laptop version for trading. On this Binance mobile version app, there are things that you can do to customize it to your requirements in order to help you in your trading journey, right? Let me just walk through with you quickly. Let's go to the BTC chart. Yeah, Okay, so first up, when you are at futures, which is here now, you are at futures, you will see the coin that you want, and you can choose it by putting the arrow down here and choose any coins. Okay, so right now we are at BTC, and down here you see that there is this candlesticks. So this is what I will normally use. Right click on the candlesticks, and you can then see the prices of the charts playing out for BTC. In fact, this looks like a good time to enter for BTC right now to long the market. Why? Because it is at the support line right now. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart, by the way, 1 minute time frame, and the stochastic is low, and all this is turning green. So hang on, I'm going to enter my trade first. Well, let me show you how I'm going to enter my trade anyway. So right now, I have 61,477 is the price. I'm not going to go in at the market rate. I'm going to reduce the price to a better price for myself. Okay, so at the moment, let's see, it is moving very, very fast, so I have to be fast. So I'm going to enter right now at this, and I'm going to enter at cross. I'm going to increase this to 20% for myself. Sorry, 20x for myself, 20x, yeah. And then I'm going to put in a price of, now it is dropping slightly, so let's see if I can get it at 480, as in 61,480. I'm going to enter at a more conservative price first, about $98. I'm going to enter my first limit order. Then I'm going to check out and see how it is performing and whether it will hit my target of 480 to enter. All right, yep, this definitely is a good time to long the market for BTC. You can see now the price has already dropped to 477, which means that I am in the market. So you can see your position right now. Okay, so I'm already right now in to long BTC at cross at 20x leverage, and my entry price is 61,480, whereas the market price is 61,485. Yeah, and then the liquidation price is very important to note. It is very far away, about half of the price, so I should be in a very good space. Is a safe zone. Yeah, and on Binance, the margin ratio as low as possible. Okay, so it is a good green, as you can see, is a good green number because it is low. And what will be considered dangerous, if I'm not wrong, when the margin ratio hits like 30 or 40%, okay, then it will start to turn orange. It's to warn you that your position may be liquidated. All right, so don't ever get into that position. Protect yourself. Only invest what you can afford to lose, and also put in small margin at first if you want. Once you have already gotten in the position and you are confirmed of the direction, then you can add to your position, like what I'm going to do right now. So right now, let's take a look again at the charts. Okay, it is still growing slowly, so maybe I can still enter in more positions. This time I will revise it slightly to 485, and then put in another amount of possibly $98 again, and see if I could enter the position. So right now, this order that I just submitted is in the open order. You can see your open order by clicking on the open order. Then there you see the price that I just entered, 61,485. It's now waiting to be activated. Oh, it just got activated. Did you see that? And so now my position size has increased. Now my margin is 196, yeah, and my price is also adjusted to the average price of both entry prices. Okay, so let it just play out. As you can see from the candles again, how it is playing out. So yeah, right now it is slowly moving. Yes, and even let's check out the stochastic RSI. So you can see that the stochastic RSI is still going up. Okay, so it will actually slowly go up all the way until it reaches the top again, and then when it comes back down, it's actually following what is handling in the candles. So what goes up must come down. Okay, so up to a certain point it will max up its growth, then it will retrace again. All right, so this is how you make an entry. And also, you know, another big tip to share with you guys is it is always necessary to buy as much as possible, as close to the 200 MA as possible. This is a very good position to enter. Why? Because this is a very strong support. So usually when prices reach here, it will bounce back up. All right, another important thing to remind you guys is that always when you are longing, right, always to look for the entry where the stochastic is at the overbought, where it is low like now, and where the lines actually cross each other, and that's a good indication for you to enter and long the market. But you have to look at the other indications as well, of course, and you have to look at the overall play out and the momentum. Also know what is happening in the background, the world events. Yeah, and also another important thing is I would enter here even though it actually break a little bit of my rule. Now what is my normal rule? Okay, now you see the price is actually retracing. Yeah, so hopefully it will retrace and keep going up. Okay, that is what we want. In fact, it will, because the signs are all there. It will continue to go up. All right, it has not reached the top yet. It will not retrace drastically at this point. It will go up, but you can also see from the candles here, the green candles are weakening. Okay, it's getting smaller and smaller. The momentum is actually getting a bit weak. That's why you see now, talking about that, now you see the red candles are coming up. So but you know, I think it will still continue to move higher, because once again the signs are still showing that it is an upward trend, even though the green candles are weak, and even though there is a little bit of a selling action here. All right, okay, what else is that? Yeah, I was saying that my rule of thumb of entering is, when entering a long position, always look for the cross. Always look for the cross here. For example, in this case, right, can you see? I always enter when the stochastic crosses, and then this is a very good sign that actually the candles are moving upwards. And for your information, right, what comes first? Actually, it is the candles moving up first that creates these signs below. It's not the other way around. Okay, so because of the movement of the candles, the stochastic, you know, RSI will also show, but stochastic RSI is a little bit later than the movement of the candles. Yeah, but still it is a very good indication for us to look at the alignment and to guide us on what entry points to enter at. So as you can see here, there's another entry point, right, when it crosses, and that's why I enter to long, also because it is at the support level, which is a good entry point. Yeah, then other things that are important is the best alignment is where it also aligns at the cross with MACD at here. You see that at here, the cross, and that's why it enters. But this one, you may think like, oh, but this one, the MACD is different. Yes, I get it. You know, so in trading sometimes there's no exact hard and fast rule, but if the more or less the signs are pretty much there and there are more things in favor, so to me the MACD is my last priority. Okay, but even having said that, it is still a pretty good sign even though MACD did not cross here, because actually it shows sign of weakening. As you can see, at first the MACD was very red and high momentum, then it start to peel out. So this is also a sign that it is going into the green, this portion here. Okay, it actually tells you that it is weakening. You see, when it is very strong and red, it is this portion here, you notice. Then as it pales out, it is this portion here. Okay, so this is how you understand the charts. Another rule that I guide my students is that your moving averages, when you're longing, okay, so for me, by the way, my moving averages are using moving average EMA 8, EMA 14, EMA 50, and EMA 200, and these form the moving average lines. Yeah, and my moving average 8 is the orange one, which is on top, this orange line here. Okay, this is the moving average 8. Then the second one, the purple, is the moving average 14, and then the third one, green, is the moving average 50, and the last one here in yellow is the moving average 200. Yeah, and when you are longing, I always tell my students that it has to be in this kind of position where it is clean, where moving EMA 8 is bigger, is on top of EMA 14, and EMA 14 is bigger or more than, is higher than, is on top of EMA 50, and similarly EMA 50 has to be above EMA 200. Okay, so then you may argue, then why is it that I entered here when the lines are not in that earlier position? In fact, it is at the opposite direction, right? Because as you can see, up until here it was going up and everything is, the lines are in that position, but up until this point here, can you see, up until this point here, the EMA 8 crosses down, which actually means that now it is in a downward trend. It actually tells you that, and it is indeed a downward trend. So then you may be asking, then why did I still make an entry here when my lines are not in that perfect order like here? Because it's on the opposite direction, right? So once again, there is no hard and fast rule. Once again, you know, you have to play by ear. Okay, so because I still make an entry because I can tell that this is a good point of entry. The signs are there to enter, and it is at the support, and this has already gotten a long downward movement, and so very likely down here it will bounce back up, and that's why I make this entry. Okay, so and very soon, as you can see, as it plays out, it should be that now you see the EMA 8 is also going to cross back up again. So very soon, as it plays out, if my forecast is accurate, then this position, like how it is here, will move into this direction again, where EMA 8 will be more than EMA 14, and then more than EMA 50. Okay, so right now it will go up, down, up, down, up, down. So this is what I anticipate it to be, and at this very point, at this very juncture, it is likely to go down, because this stochastic RSI tells that it is going down. However, the MACD shows that it is likely to go up. So there is still a fight going on between the bulls and the bears, the buyers and the sellers, but overall I feel that there is a good upside. Also, because you can see, if you were to draw a trend line is where you try to meet at least 2 to 3 points, at least 3 points, I beg your pardon, not 2 to 3, at least 3 points. So if you were to draw a trend line, you will see that it is on a upward movement trend, okay, where upward movement means that it is having higher lows and higher highs. You can see it is higher lows, means that it is moving upwards, and also higher highs. These are the higher highs, okay? And right now prices are moving in a channel because it is kind of ranging but in an upward channel. All right, so this is some quick tips for you. And still right now, if we look at the market, it is moving down. Yeah, okay. So what other tips that I would like to share with you is this. On this candlestick chart on your mobile app, you will see that there is this expand arrow. You can click on it and then it expands out this way. And when it expands out, then you will see that you will have all the you will have the tools on this part here. Okay, you will have the tools, I beg your pardon, okay, hang on, you will have the an arrow here, you will have an arrow here. Oh, okay, so up to a certain point, I beg your pardon, let me see, how can I adjust the screen back again. Okay, let me expand it once again. Yeah, so the tools are on the right side. Okay, I noticed that it cannot go all the way to the right, so if you can see, all the tools are on the right side here. Okay, you will have your pen to draw in your to write in anything, or you can also click on this part here, this one here for your indicators. And as for your lines, you can click on the EMA to insert your EMA lines. You can insert volume, you can insert MACD, and also important RSI, and also now let's move on to show you about these indicators here. Okay, so if you click on the indicators, then you can see there are many selections. You have the MA, EMA, Bollinger, and so on. Yeah, so there are many indicators, but you can see the indicators that I choose are EMA, the volume, the MACD, as well as stochastic RSI. So these are the ones that I choose for myself. Yes, and these are the main indicators that I look at for my entry and exit points. Okay. So with that, you can close this by clicking onto the site. Okay, the site, and then now we're back to the screen, and I would like to take a look at what is the current status of my trades. So in order to close back the window, you can go to the top right corner and close it back. And now you can see the trade is playing out beautifully. Can you see that the trades are moving up right now? And let's take a look at the current position. So my current position at $197 capital, it has already made a 5% ROI, and I have profits of around $10, all right, in this very short time. And right now, even though it is retracing a little bit, it is okay, so we can let it retrace. But if I choose to take my profits right now, I can also choose to close my position, right? But let me see. Okay, I decide to close my position and lock in my profits. So this is how you do it. And now let's take a look again at the candles. You can see now the thing is moving down slightly, okay, up and down, right? It doesn't matter because from the signs it looks like it is going to turn back down. Yeah, that's why I make my exit first. And if in anything later on, I can still re-enter the market when it comes back down, when it is nearer to the support line. So this is a very quick and easy way of how you can read your indicators, read your candlesticks, look at the trend, look at the lines, look at the stochastic RSI and MACD, etc., in order to make a quick scalping trade. All right, this is like a scalping trade, a very quick in and out. Okay, once again, remember the world situation is a bit dicey, it's vulnerable, so that's why I am also erring on the safe side by going in with a small margin, also not with a high leverage, and also going in and out in the shortest, fastest time to do some scalping trades rather to go into a more long-term holding trade. Okay, so with that, everybody, trade safe, trade well. God bless you all. Take care.